Hi, I'm Joel Emile, the creator of the Helping Hand Show. To watch more Helping Hand shows, go to our website, helpinghandshows.com. That's Helping Hand Shows, SHOWS.com. The show can also be heard on hamiltonradio.net. Also, I am proud to announce that the new Helping Hand book is now available for sale on the website. It's a wonderful book to read. This Helping Hand show is called Why Not Me?
Hey, and good evening. I'll be your narrator tonight. My name is Ryan, and let's get down to it. How many times have you just said, why not me? It's always got to be someone else. It's always that other guy, not getting good grades in school, making the sports team, finding love, getting the job, or getting a promotion. There's so many reasons to ask yourself, why not me? Growing up, everybody they deal with rejection from time to time, and I remember playing in a little league baseball championship game and losing. Looked at my dad and I started crying, and he said, "Son, don't ever cry over losing. Be happy that you gave it your all and played your hardest to win." Well, it sounds like good advice, but after years of not getting what I wanted, I felt kind of hurt, and why is it that some people get everything in life? Have you ever heard the saying, born with a silver spoon in your mouth? Well, that means to be born into a wealthy or privileged family, or everything you touch turns to gold. Mister King Midas, which means someone who constantly achieves great success. Well, a middle-aged man named Paul Miller, who has dealt with many failures in life, got to that point where he just broke down and cried. He actually feels how I felt many times throughout my life. But before I tell you this story, I think I forgot to mention that Joel Meal, the creator of Every Helping Hand show, he's published a new book called Helping Hand, which can be purchased now on helpinghandshows.com. It's a wonderful book to read, and it makes a great gift. Now, Paul Miller could be going through a midlife crisis. Who knows? But this is usually when a middle aged man feels emotional distress and dissatisfaction with life. Just this past year, he realized that most of his friends were married with children, living in big homes, and driving luxury cars. It's so easy to see others' good fortune when you're working a job that you just don't like and going home to an empty house. Many of us find ourselves in a similar situation. But today, while driving home from work, he saw a young man reaching into a garbage can and pulling out food to eat. Watching this young man standing there eating garbage just completely shocked him. And that's when life happened. Paul felt he had to do something. He just couldn't continue driving home while his kid's eating garbage. So he pulled over his car and approached the man. And as he got close, he said, "Hi."
My name is Paul. Here, please take this. It's not a lot of money, but it can help. What's your name?
"My name is George. Thanks for the cash, but that's okay. I'm good. This deli makes really good sandwiches. You should go buy one. I just had a pastrami on rye."
You're good? Are you still hungry? Take the money. Buy some food for later.
"Nah, man, I'm good. But thanks. I'm good. Buy and keep your money. There's plenty of food in this here garbage can. Why people waste good food is a shame, but more for me."
Bye. Hey, I tried to do something good here. No disrespect. I only wanted to help. I saw you eating out of the garbage can. You can get sick from that bad food. Don't you understand?
Understand what? You don't have a clue about living, mister. I've been surviving for months on these streets. This is my life, and I'm okay with it. I'm happy. Life is good. This food is the best. Don't you see me smiling? Where's your smile? Now, happiness is an emotional state that involves positive feelings and life satisfaction. There is a saying, being high on life and money of financial success sometimes doesn't bring about happiness. It's really about how you feel inside and mentally. It's about how you see yourself instead of chasing dreams or fleeting pleasure. In this story, George, who does not seem to have enough money to buy food and has to eat food from the garbage can, seems happy. Now, this doesn't make sense to Paul. He thought his gesture of offering George money would bring him happiness for being generous and making George's life better. So when he talks about what happened with his friend and coworker, Mary Davis, he's a little confused.
Mary, you know how we always talked about what we would do if we won the lottery? I wonder if that would really make us happy. I offered this guy $50 yesterday so he could buy food instead of eating out of a garbage can. He just smiled at me and turned it down. Can you believe that?
Wow, maybe you embarrassed him. He could have been ashamed that you saw him doing that. I mean, I know you were trying to help, but it just seems so awkward to be in that situation.
Yes, it was an awkward situation, but I did it respectfully. I just walked up to him and said, Here. And if he turned it down, he smiled. And after he turned it down, he smiled at me and said he was happy and good. I would be miserable and sick living on the streets and having to eat out of a garbage can. How do these people survive dealing with the cold, rain, in the streets? You know, they're not safe out there.
Well, Paul is really safe. With the increased use of artificial intelligence, all our jobs will be in jeopardy. And most of us are really just a few paychecks away from financial disaster. I worry every day about how I would survive if I were to be laid off from my job, don't you?
No, I don't. I always look to the future and worry about why I didn't get the promotion or a better work review with a pay increase. I'm that kind of guy who wants and deserves all the opportunities that life has to offer, and I expect to get them. And if I don't, I figure out why I lost. This is why I'm never happy. I always want more and better. That's how I was brought up. Never to be satisfied or content.
But Paul is getting everything worth it. Last year, when you didn't get the management position, you got so depressed that you went to the hospital. And when your offer to buy that condo wasn't accepted, you blamed the realtor and didn't even talk to anybody for weeks. I only play the lottery with you just because everyone else won't. You really think you are going to win and you become rich and just have all of this fortune, but it's only a dream, it's a fantasy. But you just go on and, you know, you just take a loss and you won't let go. You got to realize that we're not all winners. Not you, not me, not anybody else.
Now, some people live their lives as overachievers. These people consistently strive for and want success beyond what an average person would expect. They're often driven by a wanting to prove their worth and a fear of losing out on something. They basically want it all and more. Now, you remember that saying, take the time to stop and smell the roses? Well, life goes by so quickly. Today, you're young. Tomorrow, you're old. So, isn't it better to enjoy life and make the most out of every experience? Life is a roller coaster with many ups and downs and curves. You'll never get enough of what you desire. Whenever there's an opportunity for financial gain, better health, happiness, love, and success in life, many people will want it, and most won't get it. And those people will always have the question, why not me? And the answer is because that's life. This is something that Paul hasn't learned or accepted as of yet. But life can throw you a curveball when you least expect it. And this is what happened when his boss, Doug Chapman, called for a dependent and department meeting. Sorry about that.
Good morning, everyone. I called this department meeting to let everyone know that as of next month, management will be closing this department down. Human Resources has prepared exit packages for everyone, explaining what each of you will be entitled to. This includes unemployment benefits, health care benefits, and severance packages. This is a sad day for all of us, including me. If you have any questions, I'm here. Mary Davis, I see you have a question.
Wait, you're saying the whole department is being let go? I'm pregnant. We just bought our house and we have a mortgage. I mean, how could this happen? How can upper management just let us go like we're worthless? I've been working here since college.
And I've been working here for 20 years, so I know how you feel. I'll be on the same unemployment line with all of you. Listen, everyone wanted higher technology to make our jobs easier. Well, guess what? We got it, and now we're replaced.
It replaced us? That's just a lie. They found a cheaper and more profitable way to get our jobs done. It's all about how much profit. I gave this company my life and worked every minute and more just to be thrown away like food in a garbage can. I guess that's what management wants us to do? Eat bad food from a garbage can?
Paul, what are you talking about? You all will be getting a severance packages and unemployment. Believe you me, you'll find new jobs and be back to work in no time. In fact, part of your package is a resume and interview development course. And the company's even contracted with a recruiting firm to help you all get prepared to look for a new job.
Doug, who's going to hire a pregnant woman? Would this company have hired me if I put down on my employment application that I was expecting a child?
She's right, Doug. And I have type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. Who's going to hire me with my medical conditions? In fact, many people in this department have some kind of medical or financial condition. We're all cooked.
Paul, you know my daughter's in college and my son is going to college this September. So you know what, dude? We're all in the same boat. But there's nothing I can do about these layoffs. It's definitely not up to me. I just hope we all survive and land on our feet. But before I go, Paul, can you please come to my office for a minute?
Doug, why do you want to talk to me? I think you said enough to all of us. What do you want?
Paul, the only good thing to come out of this miserable day is that management wants me to save one person in our department to help with the transition. And after that, they'll be transferred to another department. That person won't lose their job. And it came down to either you or Mary. So, Paul, I've made my decision. I'd like to make you the offer.
I can't believe this. You mean I won't lose my job and be safe? This is crazy. I can't believe it. But what about Mary? You chose me over her? Thank you, Doug. This is why I always strive to improve, and I'm never satisfied. I know I always want more coming to me. Thank you so much.
Paul, there's just one thing. You got to promise me. Don't tell anyone right now. Human Resources will announce your new title and position shortly. If you have any questions, just ask the Human Resources Department, please. I'll let them know who I've chosen later today before I go.
Hey,
Hey,
Paul, what did Doug say? What did Doug want from you? Did he tell you anything else about the layoffs that we should know? I mean, I cannot stop crying. I don't know how I'm going to tell my husband this awful news. I mean, we're really so ready to start a family. We're trying to buy a house, and now look at us. I mean, how are we going to survive? Paul, what's happening to us?
Mary, I'll be okay. We all will get new jobs, just like Doug said. You know, I always want better for myself, and I'm just wasting my skills here anyway. But you, Mary, you have nothing to worry about. You will be just great. Yeah, Doug called me in his office to tell me that management decided to not lay you off and offer you a new title and job. He mentioned they needed someone from the department to stay on and help with the transition, and then that person be transferred to a new department. You, my future mommy, got saved. Doug just wanted my opinion on whether management made the right choice. I said they absolutely did. And now that I will have free time before finding a new job for myself, so I'm offering you my helping hand. I want to help when the baby comes. They say it takes a village to raise a child. I have no children of my own. I would love to be your baby's honorary uncle. This would make me so happy. The end.
To watch more Helping Hand, go to helpinghandshows.com and listen to our shows on hamiltonradio.net. Also, the Helping Hand book is now available for purchase on the website. Makes a great gift. Helping Hand was conceived by Joel Emile, who's also the writer of this episode. Here are the actors and characters they played. Ryan Evans, who was the narrator. Joel Emile played Paul Miller. Ryan Evans played George Wilson. Steve Tobis played Doug Chapman. Jennifer Service played Mary Davis, and Gino DiPiero was the recording engineer. Keep the faith and never give up, because your opportunity is closer than you think.